I'm Abu Bakr Siddiq Parvez. We'll be taking your all speaking test. What's your full name?
My full name is Abed Hassan Khan, and my family name and my Ketan can call me Abed. So you can call me Abed.
Okay. Can I see your identification, please?
Yes, sir. Here it is.
Thank you. Thank you. Take it back.
Thank you, sir.
All right. In this all speaking part one, now I would like to ask you some questions about yourself. What do you do? Are you a student or do you work?
Well, basically, I'm a student. I have completed my bachelor degree. So my major was mathematics, but still now I'm working as a mathematics teacher. It is my part-time job actually.
Okay. In your free time, what activities do you like to do?
Well, I'm a bookish person, so whenever I get free time, I love to read books. I really love novels, especially Bengali novels. So I read a lot. Apart from this, I do love gardening. So I do gardening a lot.
Okay. And where do you live in your country?
Well, basically, I'm living Chaparran, which is outskirts city of Sylhet, but it is southern part of Bangladesh. It is a nice place. Especially my city is prominent for its landscapes, and it is a holy place in my country.
Okay, so in this all speaking part one, now I would like to ask you some questions about staying alone. Do you sometimes like to stay alone?
Well, I don't think so. I think I'm a person who love to communicate with other persons. But yes, at times I do love spending time with by just myself. Whenever I don't have work or I'm not feeling going outside. In this particular time, I love to read books, just thinking about myself, my career. So yes, I love sometimes.
Okay, what makes you sometimes staying alone?
Well, I think when my family members aren't at home and if they go out for some places and I'm just staying at my home alone, if I don't have work or I don't have any sort of good mood to go out in this particular time, I feel lonely and just love to stay by just myself.
What problems do you face when you stay alone?
I think whenever I stay alone, I found that staying alone is not a great thing or a good thing for anyone. Rather, I think staying alone is really a daunting situation for anybody. It is because whenever a person stay alone, there are numerous thinking just comes and go on anyone's mind, and it often lead people. I mean, mislead people. So I think these are the situations actually happen.
Do you think that it is better to stay alone rather than staying with strangers?
Well, it's a difficult situation. I think both situation are quite perplexed situation. Staying with stranger in this contemporary situation era is not a good way because nowadays lots of people who are fraud actually. So it is really a difficult situation. But on the other hand, staying alone also is challenging thing. The people who are not well prepared and do not control themselves, they find it really challenging. But yes, sometimes it is really good for motivation and some purposes.
Okay, so how do you like to spend time more with your family members or with your friends?
Well, I'm a family person, so whenever I get free time, I love to spend time with my family. Especially, I want to spend quality time with my family. I have my nephew, and my cousins, so I love to spend time with them, saying jokes, talking with them. But yes, I do also love to spend time with my friends. But because whenever I spend time with my friends, it's also a really great thing, and I can share anything, and I can be free to themselves. So both are different, but I love both.
Thank you very much. That brings us the end of our speaking part one. So now we will move to our speaking part two. In this part two, I'll be giving you a cue card and you'll be given 1 minute for your preparation. So if you want to make notes, so you have to do within 1 minute. So here is the cue card, and you can make notes here. So your 1 minute time starts now. So you're ready.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So try to speak at least 2 minutes, but remember one thing: you shouldn't stop unless I stop you. You can start speaking now.
Getting up early is a great thing, undoubtedly, and I think the people who get early, they can keep themselves fit, both corporally and mentally. So I would like to talk about a time when I had to get up early at dawn time. So it was about my 10th standard final exam. It is called SSC exam in my country. So in that particular time, I really got early in that time because of my examination. And normally I just covered all of my topics at night, and then I just slept, and always got up early, so as far as I can. So I thought maybe 4 or 5 a.m. I got up in that time, and after that I just conducted my salat according to my religion, and then I started to revision my things. At times I did feel bored, so I have no shame to say, but in that time I just and it was more, it was winter, if I'm not wrong. So in that time it was really fascinating. So even though it wasn't a piece of cake for me, but I managed in that time, and I still feel that it was a time when I actually started to get habited of getting up early, and from that time to till now I'm really accustomed with getting up early, and I think it changed my life, my habit, and so on. So I think it is a great thing, and it was a great thing when I started to got up early at the morning.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That is the end of our speaking part two. So I'm taking the papers and the pencil back. Thank you. All right. As we have done our all speaking part one and two, this is time for all speaking part three. In this part three, now I would like to ask you some general questions based on the cue card I have given you. Do people now sleep more than past?
I don't think so. I think it depends on person to person. The people who are job holder, I think they really are accustomed with getting up early, or if any individual who are student, they have to maintain their schedule, and they have to attend their school in order to do that, they have to get up early. But it is also true that some people are lazy and who don't have work, they love to spend time just by sleeping. So it depends actually.
For what reasons some people like to wake up early in the morning?
Well, there are several reasons associated with it. I think the people who have any meetings, or have any sort of situation. For example, if any individual who have any job, and he have to attend his duty or meeting. So in this particular time, they have to get up early. Apart from this, as I mentioned earlier, in terms of pupils who actually have to attend their class schedule. So for this reason, I think people have to get up early.
What are the benefits of waking up early in the morning?
Well, as far as I know, I think there are countless of things which actually benefited us when we get up early. First and foremost, I think it always keeps us fit corporally. The people who get up early and do exercise a lot, I mean, in a way, they get more healthy, but also the people who get up early, they also fit mentally as well. So actually I think a person who is physically and mentally fit, they can accomplish any of their work, and they can flourish their future. So it is a great thing.
Some people like to sleep at late. Why is this?
Well, I think because of work pressure nowadays, most of the persons who have their duty, even though several organizations have ample amount of work, so most of the employees who cannot actually accomplish their work, so even though they completed their work time, they have a dozen of works which are remaining. So for this reason, they have to work at home. So I think this is the reason for them. Apart from this, nowadays most of the educational curriculums are enormous amount of syllabus. So for this humongous syllabus, people have to prepare themselves and read attentively and read a lot. So for this reason, I think most of the people stay away.
According to your according to your opinion, what do you suggest to do people for having a better sleep?
Well, I think most of the people nowadays are spending their life and where they don't have any sort of discipline. They have to accustomed with discipline. For example, about 1 or 2 decades ago, people were genius as now, and they also spend their life in a particular way. So I think people should maintain a manner, I mean discipline, so that they can actually accomplish their work. For instance, if any individual sleep early, at least before 11 a.m., and they get up early, I think it will be beneficial for them. But if they do not, they stay awake a long time. They cannot get up early, and I think it will be detrimental for their corporal health. So they should be considered those things in their life.
Thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test.